I would like now to switch to the Master of Interior and Living Design. This master is related with what happened in the city, of course, and the capability to research about the culture, the huge culture of design, extended culture of design in the city, and making analysis, research, and having a cultural background, especially to create interior space in many different fields. I will show you now two very good examples. As in the previous workshop, you can see here the two core workshops, the one in envisioning, can be also shared with the student of product design. And the second workshop is design of spaces. So it's something related with the capability you will have to properly architecturally design a specific interior space. So I would like now to show you some of the best company this master work with, as Alessi, Interni, Cartel. As you see, those are incredible names. This is, of course, an incredible master, and I show you now some of our alumni to let you know what is the successful experience. Mita Lamorato, she graduated in 2000 and is now senior partner at Lissoni Architects. Lissoni is one of our best firms in Italy. Esteban Marquez Vasquez, he graduated in 2013 and is now working for Stefano Boeri, that I'm certainly you know for his vertical forest here in Milano and for many other amazing projects. So let's see now some example of the envisioning workshop. As for the product design here, we have the problem to face very complex problems of the society. The climate change is now today a relevant issue, and as you know, there are cities in Italy with huge problems related to the climate change. Venice is, of course, the first one because it's already off in the water, and the students have to make a project capable to preserve ancient buildings when the water will increase. So what they thought was to create elements able to preserve the part of the buildings and even the most incredible masterpiece that the city hosts today, also in the water. And they have created a complex project where each part of the building can be divided, put on a kind of cell that will preserve the existence of the material itself, and each element will also be put together to recreate the pre-existing building, but floating in the water, or eventually also flying in the sky. Of course, those workshops have also the final purpose to allow you to experience your most incredible ideas and to see how much those ideas are possible to be finalized. So the students have studied and researched about the most important places in Venice, and they have also analyzed how to divide each of those incredible buildings to be able to fit in those cages that will preserve them. But they've also understood there were important parts related to the interior experience, and they have recreated houses that will float with interior that are made by furniture, by elements. I would like also to tell here that the Master in Interior and Living Design is not about decoration, it's about interior architecture. So we'll give you here all the tool and the possibility, and we follow you understanding a path day by day, all the path you will need to be a successful interior designer, so interior architect. So at the end, they've also studied the different material that the kit contain, those statues, those incredible, valuable elements. So this one, a very interesting project. As you see at the end, the city was a kind of opposite previous cities, so the land were abandoned and all the buildings were floating in the water. Like today, you see only boats, but in the future, who knows what can happen. The second workshop is an interesting and very unique experience our student had with Ostello Bello. Ostello Bello is a hostel here in Milano, a very famous hostel that became so important that now is opening our places in our part of the country and all over the world. And they wanted to open an hostel in Palermo, in Sicily, so in the south of Italy. They they've asked the student of the Master of Interior and Living Design to make a project of their new hostel in Palermo. The students have studied, of course, the site place, and they've also analyzed all the elements that are now very relevant for Ostello Bello, which is also a co-working space. So as you see, the research part is fundamental. They have also discovered that Ostello Bello in Palermo will be placed closer to the University of Palermo, and they have decided to make a project in which students will come to the hostel and will be guided for the tourists that will come to Ostello Bello as guests. So at the end, the project has to be changed to create a common space, common working place, and common sharing places, like a huge urban living room for students and for guests from the hostel. And students have designed each part of the new hostel, like this part, as you see, which is the sharing part, the open part, the public part of the hostel, as well as the semi-private part where only the guests can get inside, but where the guests can be together and share their experience about the city, where they come from. A little bit this has been done also thanks to the fact that all our students come from all over the world. So they have created each single part of the hostel, arriving to define also the single rooms. For example, here you see a shared room with all the materials and the technical elements. The experimentation is fundamental for our workshop. The final result was very appreciated by the company, and the students were very happy about their experience.